With Raw preempted on the USA Network for the week, WCW had an unopposed Monday for the first time since September '98 to let potential Raw viewers sample their product in what is expected to be WCW's highest-rated show in 5 months. With the company's new creative committee headed by Nash having more leeway in the last month to put their stamp on the product, the show saw several new elements the new regime was looking to implement into wrestling television, on a similar vision to the philosophy Vince Russo was pushing in the WWF, with the cameras being everywhere to create more freedom for storyline development. Nitro saw several show-long angles continuing almost throughout the entire 3 hours, with several twists to the camera presentation, including Raven openly acknowledging it and breaking the fourth wall during a skit similar to a sitcom scene. The angles saw Raven calling Kanyon a mark for believing the depressed character he was portraying while taking him shopping, Ric Flair putting Eric Bischoff in charge of facility cleaning, Torrie Wilson debuting on TV attempting to lure a mystery man off camera for the nWo, and Hogan playing the entire nWo B team against each other, telling them that they're all the new leader of the group. One of WCW's biggest events of the year was supposed to take place in 6 days on Sunday, February 14th, with the first NBC special on network television. The show, which would have went head-to-head with the WWF's Valentine's Day Massacre pay-per-view, was set to be a huge opportunity for the company to draw a massive audience in front of the wider national TV viewership, with the company planning to hype it like a major pay-per-view, with the rumored planned main event originally set to be the first Goldberg vs. Hogan rematch since their match in July, along with special attractions like a Dennis Rodman Carmen Electra divorce segment and every major player on the roster appearing on the night. As with Nitro and Raw each drawing over 6 to 7 million viewers on cable TV for a routine Monday night show, the special would have almost guaranteed to reach the largest TV audience for the industry since the WWF Saturday Night Main Event specials in the late 80s to early 90s. The NBC deal ended up delayed due to the NBA unexpectedly returning early from the lockout, and then completely cancelled due to Turner executives wanting WCW exclusivity on their network, in a major blow for the company, going down as one of the biggest missed opportunities of the boom period. Despite Raw not airing on the night, WCW had a similar format of trying to hold or attract additional viewers in the crossover segment at 9 p.m. who might switch between the channels on a regular Monday, with Ric Flair coming out for a promo at 8:55. Flair hyped the match against Hogan at Super Brawl while booking the main event for tonight, with Flair and Mongo taking on Nash and Hall. Flair then called out Bret Hart, forcing him to defend the US title despite Bret still claiming injury, with Flair booking him against the returning Roddy Piper, to a massive reaction, as the 9 p.m. quarter, now going unopposed, saw WCW jumping around 1 million viewers to a peak 6.2 rating, the highest rated quarter of the night. Nitro jumped back into the 6 rating range, with Bam Bigelow coming out for a promo to hype his upcoming pay-per-view match with Goldberg. Bigelow brought a recent Goldberg article from USA Today saying that he's not focused on their match, talking about his ECW history, and mocked Goldberg's animal rights story to bring him out to the ring, leading to Goldberg giving him a big shoulder block, with the segment jumping over 600,000 viewers to a 6.1 rating. Bill Goldberg, who since losing the streak continued to be perhaps in the top 3 draws in the industry, with him still a massive difference maker on television, was getting big mainstream media opportunities, with one of the biggest being a rumored guest role on ER, the most watched show on television, who during the week drew over 31 million viewers for the recent episode. Along with that, Goldberg's debut movie role in Universal Soldier got a release date for August, with Goldberg also set to be on The Tonight Show on February 19th, with more mainstream opportunities in the works, including a potential lead role in a new weekly action-adventure TV series on Nitro's home of TNT. WCW had one of the most talked about angles of the night next, with Dallas Page attacking Scott Steiner in the parking lot after stalking Kimberly over the last month, ending up in a brawl that saw Steiner driving off and throwing her off the car in a major heat angle for the upcoming Page vs. Steiner pay-per-view match at Super Brawl. Bret Hart vs. Roddy Piper in only their second singles match in history, for the rematch of their memorable match 7 years earlier at WrestleMania 8, went 13 minutes, maintaining a 6 rating, with Piper making his in-ring return for the first time since September in a rare TV match booked on the night. Bret Hart, who appeared on sketch comedy show Mad TV on Saturday and shot an angle with actor Will Sasso during a skit of him protecting Governor Jesse Ventura from reporters while then turning on Sasso and putting him in the sharpshooter, continued the angle on the night, with Sasso sitting front row throughout the show, being involved in the match, with him distracting Bret to lead to Piper winning the US title to a huge pop for the finish. The Outsiders came out for the main event with Disco after an angle of them laying out Arn Anderson for him over 2 hours earlier, with another new idea in the formatting of the show is to have backstage skits taking place during matches to hold viewers from switching channels, with a more storyline-based product that saw the WWF going ahead with record numbers, with Nash reportedly informing the crew to be in the buildings in time as more pre-taped skits will be shot for the shows. With Raw airing on Saturday, Nitro, which came in front of a sellout 15,000 in Buffalo, New York, saw its competition on the night in the Westminster Dog Show that replaced it and only a year ago drew similar numbers to Raw, drawing a 3.5 rating, nowhere near the number of either wrestling show for a regular broadcast on Monday night, with the industry exploding over the last 12 months. Hall and Nash vs. Flair and Mongo went 11 minutes in the main event, jumping over 1.1 million viewers in the overrun to a peak 6.5 rating, ending up with Hogan coming out for the first time on the night, with Goldberg running in for the save to close the show, as WCW drew a 5.7 rating, its highest rating since August '98, which was also the second highest rated Nitro in show history, with all 3 hours ending up the 3 most watched hours of the week on cable television.